Hello everyone, welcome to Kelta's TV. And today I'm going to be telling you guys a real life story of how I lost a sum of 3 million naira just because I neglected the attitude of greeting. That is to say, I lost 3 million naira because I refused to greet someone. So, how did it happen? Stay tuned. So, last month I was called by one of my friends. So for those that really know me, it knows that I'm into renewable energy, solar installation, inverter designs, and rest. So a friend of mine that is an electrician actually called me and said, "Kelechi, how far? You are into solar, right? One of my clients needs solar system in her house, and she needs it urgently because according to him, she has been pestering him because the young man was the engineer that was supervising the whole electrical installation in the woman's building. So it's a new house that she was building. So he called me and informed me about that. I was like, yeah, I'm ready. So we agreed to meet a certain day. That was last month. Yeah, last month, September, around 20 something. So we met and we picked a particular time and place we were going to meet. So we all agreed to meet on Sunday, the following Sunday. So that fateful Sunday, I went with him with his car and we arrived in the woman's complex, the house. So it was a bit far, but the journey was worth it. So getting into the environment, not inside the compound, but just approaching the gate. So he parked his car outside and I came down and he also came down as well. So but before this scenario of coming down happened, my phone was already ringing. Like a friend of mine was calling me, called me the first time. Me, I was not in the mood because all my mind was on the money. I already had dreams and thought of things I was going to achieve with the money because according to how the electrician, that is my friend, according to how he described this, the urgency of this job, it was like this man needs this job so instantly that I should do everything possible to give her the best and nothing but the best. I was like, don't you know me again? I used to give the best and nothing but the best. So my phone kept ringing and up to 4 times, and I felt like this was emergency because why would someone be calling me 4 times? I thought we all agreed that once you call someone more than twice, or once you call someone up to 2 times, the person does not pick. It means that the person is far away and not within the reach of your phone. But this one was 4 times, getting to the fifth time. I felt like this young man's life may be threatened, and I had to pick the call. And so, like I told you, we already stopped in front of the gate of this woman's duplex, of the house duplex. It's like I don't like call it duplex, but this house was just so modern, like duplex, like almost getting to skyscraper. But man, this house was beautiful. So we stepped there. So we stopped there and we came about getting to the gate. So I had to pick the call and I was communicating with my friend on phone. So it was like how far. I was not really paying attention, but only for me to know that the house help opened the gate and I came in the compound with my friend, that is the electrician guy. So we stepped into the compound. I was still on call while that my colleague, the engineer, was already leading the way. So at first, I was thinking that the lady that opened the gate was the house help because she was not looking, she was not dressed like someone that looks rich or something. So, but I was lost in the call. That's why I didn't bother about greeting anybody or whatever. So we were then approaching, we then entered into the compound, but not into the main entrance of the house. So when my friend told me, "Hey Kelechi, stop, pause your call. This is the lady that we're working for." I was like, Jesus, you mean this lady that in my mind I already envisioned that she was the house help because she was not really looking like neat because she was currently into something like I think she was doing a lot of house chores because according to what I observed, it seems as if her children went back to boarding school that Sunday. So she was a little bit busy, she was cleaning, she was doing a lot of stuff, and that's why she was 30. And she was looking young, like she'd be now early 30s or late 20s. Early 30s, yeah. So this was all the things I considered. I was like, oh, well, let me just be answering my call. So I neglected whoever opened the gate. I never knew that the person that opened the gate for me was the owner of the house. Like me, the owner of the house, and I didn't greet the person. So I was like, Jesus, what have I done to myself? So when my friend, the engineer, told me that Kelechi, hey, look at the lady that needed your help or your services, I was like, Jesus. In my mind, though, I was like, oh, well, I feel like the world should come and swallow me. Like, I don't know if you have ever encountered a situation whereby you wish like you can run back into time and change situation. You be like, can you go back and erase this thing? Like that was how I felt. So, and typical Igbo woman now, although she was looking young, maybe younger than her age, And she was then giving me this evil eye. So this small boy, you're the one that need and that will come and install solar for me, and you cannot greet me. That was from everything, from the way she was looking at me. My mind, I was like, it don't be for me. So I had to just humbly myself. So I had to just put this pity face. You remember, so but it was too late to greet her that moment when I realized all this thing. And greeting her again will be making the matter worse, because it would be as if it was an intentional act that I deliberately decided not to greet her. So I had to just look for a way to put up a different character and make me look as if I'm so submissive and so humble. Yeah, I'm submissive and humble, not as if I had to just exhibit every act that will make me not to lose this offer. So the woman was like, okay, you're the solar guy. I was like, yes, I'm the solar guy. So then while this conversation was going on, now my friend, the electrician guy, has already gone into different setup of the environment, because like I told you, he was the engineer in charge of that house. So he had some work still ongoing. So while I was conversing with the lady, so she was like, okay, you are the solar guy. I said, yes, I'm the solar guy. And she said, okay. Now she then pointed her hand. Now this time around, we already got into the duplex, into the house. And oh my god, this place was so furnished, and this woman they really needed this solar instantly. I'm telling you the truth, because they're already burning diesel from their lister, and it was so obvious that they really needed an alternative power supply, and solar was the only option that they were ready to consider. But then she came to the compound and then pointed her hand to one spoiled inverter. I was asking me, this my inverter is spoiled. What do you think can be done? And in my mind I was like, you mean spoil? What concerns me and spoiled inverter? My friend told me that you wanted me to come here because you needed a brand new solar system. And mind you, I already wrote my quotation. I was my quotation there, thinking of how this woman was going to. I said, oh my god, you need to understand what I went through. Like I said, imagining a lot of things I was going to do with that money, because I had a lot of things no more. So I had a lot of imaginations of things problems I was going to solve with the money. So but then this woman was like, hey, this is the inverter that spoiled. Can you fix it, or do you know who knows how to fix it? So I was disappointed, because according to the description my friend told me, the engineer, he said this woman needed a brand new solar, that is inverter, battery, every other thing. So I realized that she had to just change the whole the reason of why I was there, because I did not greet her. It was so obvious. She was even giving me attitude as if I was disturbing her or something. I was like, in my mind I was like, you called for me. But then I knew what was wrong. I knew that everything was happening because I refused to greet her. Not I refused, I forgot to greet her. And that was a painful lesson. I just had to endure it. So I was like, okay, yes, I know someone that can fix the inverter. She was like, okay, no problem, I'll call you. I was like, in my mind, I was like, you call me? Well, I'm here already. So it was so obvious. I did not need a soothsayer or a prophet to tell me that I've lost this job. So I had to just take this as one of those lessons that I've learned. Like a songwriter said, I have no regrets. All I have is lessons. So I've learned a lot, and no matter what, I've made up my mind that anytime I'm entering into a business mood, I will never pick any call, because this call was what ended up disturbing me. And do you know what? Do you know the worst part was because the reason the person was calling me was, hello Kelechi, how far? I beg you, dey online. Come WhatsApp. You know one thing I want to tell you now. Come WhatsApp, I beg. Come WhatsApp. I was like, So because of this useless conversation, because of this useless call, that's why this young man was calling me 5 times. After calling me that 5 times, he was the one I also put in. I was so angry, and I didn't even. And right now, I'm going to block that guy, because what kind of bad luck is this? So I've learned my lesson. I'm trying to let you know about this so that you will never fall into this category. Yes, you may neglect greeting, may call greeting is not greeting, but greeting is very powerful. I've lost a job because of greeting. I've lost not just a job is different. I've lost a job worth 3 million naira because of greeting. So I don't like you to lose a job. I don't like you to lose a privilege. I don't like you to lose an access. I don't like you to lose a connection just because of little features. So please, never neglect the habit of greeting. No matter the situation, no matter how it may be, no matter how it seems as if you are older than the person whatsoever, if you really need something from someone, you must greet the person. You must be subjected to the person. It's whenever anything changes. But at that moment, the person is your boss. So thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. And please subscribe, I beg you. So, and in case if you feel like this young man really lost 3 million naira and you would like to support him, so please ask for my account number. Thank you. See you guys next time.